Welcome back. Just ahead of Lok Sabha polls, Congress has launched a crowdfunding campaign to generate funds for 2024. All state Congress chiefs have been asked to spread awareness about the campaign. The drive will be primarily online till the party's foundation day on December 28, following which Congress volunteers will go door to door for contributions of at least 138 rupees. Now, why 138 to be precise? Because Congress is completing 138 years of its existence. Now, this move has sparked a mega political war of words. BJP terming this move as an attempt to mobilize black money or fund the dynasty. It's also interesting to know that the campaign comes at a time when Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu was raided by IT department and 351 crores were recovered from him in cash. So, is this crowdfunding by Congress an effect because of the raids on Dheeraj Sahu? We'll take that question forward in just a bit. But first, let's understand what this Donate for Desh campaign is. This is, as I mentioned, an online crowdfunding program to generate party funds. The funds, we are told, will be used for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections in 2024. The Congress claims the campaign is inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's Tilak Swaraj Fund, which was launched during non-cooperation movement against the British. The Congress also says that they aim to build the country with the help of the common public by using this money. On occasion of the launch, Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge donated 1.3 lakh rupees while launching this campaign to kick it off. Now, the BJP has went all guns blazing against the Grand Old Party after the launch of this campaign. Their official handle wrote that this is a move to solicit black money like Dheeraj Sahu's kind. Amit Malviya, IT cell chief of the BJP, claimed that this is an attempt to siphon off public money and enrich the Gandhis. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju has said that this scheme should be named as Donate for Dynasty and not Donate for Desh. Former Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi claimed that Congress and corruption are made for each other because of this campaign, while Shahzad Poonawalla of the BJP said that Congress wants to loot the public, the people of the country. Now, interestingly, a battle of the domains is ongoing between the two. While Congress launched this campaign under the banner of Donate for Desh, their campaign link is actually donateinc.in, which leads to the Congress website. But in an interesting turn of events, the BJP, they reserved the handle or the domain donatefordesh.org, which actually, if you click on it now, leads to the BJP's website. So, did the Congress miss a trick by not at least buying out the domains Donate for Desh, which is the slogan under which they have launched this crowdfunding campaign? The larger question we ask is this: so soon on the heels of the Dheeraj Sahu recovery and raids, is this campaign at least running the risk of being tied with it? We'll take that forward with our guests.
पहली बार है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी में लोगों से यानी आम जनता से मदद लेकर देश को बनाने के लिए ये किया है।
60 वर्षों तक जीप स्कैम से लेकर अगस्ता वेस्टलैंड स्कैम तक, नेशनल हेरल्ड स्कैम तक आपने देश की पाई पाई लूटी, लाखों करोड़ों रुपए का गबन किया, लूट फ्रॉम देश किया, और आज आप कैंपेन चला रहे हो डोनेशन फ्रॉम देश।
Shazia Ilmi of the BJP and Sujata Paul of the Congress Party continue to be with us. Sujata Paul, coming to you first up, look at the sequence of events. 350 crore rupees get, recovered by the IT by one of your MPs, which is one of the largest recovery in cash that the IT agency has ever made in independent history. And suddenly the Congress is launches a fund or a drive to generate funds. Naturally, people will say your money got caught with Dheeraj Sahu, that's why you need this fund.
Naturally, we have to talk about crooks, because crooks are the ones who will buy domain names so that somebody else's money goes into their account. Point number one. And point number two, when you talk about a Dheeraj Sahu, demonetization has truly failed. And point number three, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he was trying to come into power, what was he doing? What was his party doing? Let me show you. There was a hashtag Modi for PM fund, which was launched. And can I please show you these pictures now? These are pictures that the entire country must see. Not just this. Can you see this? Can you see further? Can you see this? So here we have the Prime Minister's face when he was still not the Prime Minister asking for funds.
Okay.
And here, let me show you this. They even went to the streets, onto the streets with begging bowls for money. And here you can see one of their leaders. However, not just them. Just look at this was in 2010. And here you had pictures of Mr. Nitin Gadkari, Mr. Advani and Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee for their election campaign. So when you talk about this, and this is not all, what is this happening on their website, please? I would like to know. Because here, if I click on their website, they ask me if I can donate to their party.
No, I think you're misunderstanding my question. The question is not against the drive. All parties take donations from the public. That's not a new concept. I asked you about the timing of it. Your 350 crore cash gets recovered by IT department. Dheeraj Sahu yet to explain all of that cash. And suddenly, in less than a week's time, the Congress launches a crowdfunding campaign? Come on.
No, don't change your goalpost, Shivani.
No, this is the only question I wanted to ask you.
Okay, so if we are collecting money, why should the BJP have a problem? They have collected enough money and they're not transparent about it because they've got more electoral funds, electoral bonds than any other party. They have money coming in from everywhere. If you remember the money that was recovered from various places in the entire country after demonetization, they were majorly the BJP. And if money has been found somewhere, money was also found with Piyush Jain. That was 257 crores, 25 kilos of gold, 250 kg of silver. What happened to it? All this money.
No, so the BJP has money is not in doubt. Certainly they have a lot of money and they've been a very successful party over the last 10 years. But that doesn't answer the question I'm asking you. How will you go to the public and say, why do you need these funds now? What triggered this campaign? I'll come back to you. But Shazia Ilmi, please respond. Why are these unnecessary barbs on the Congress's crowdfunding campaign by the BJP? As Sujata Paul has illustrated, you've been asking for donations for all time as well.
So basically Congress, we all know, means corruption. गलती से नाम कांग्रेस है लेकिन नाम होना चाहिए corruption party. तो Indian corruption party. Congress also means kali kamai, which is all for everybody to see. Do you know, I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I was just reading and I've worked on it. I was a part of the anti-corruption movement of India. 4.8 lakh crore scams in 70 years. Imagine 4.8 lakh crores. Just look at the number. I was looking at the number and I couldn't figure out how to say it. So whether it's Augusta Westland or Scorpion or Cooperation Scam or 2G or Commonwealth or the Scorpion deal, I mean, they specialize in corruption. And now instead of answering, look at the brazenness of them. They're asking for money from the people after having looted all the 5 elements from air, water, zameen, ground, everything that you can see or conceive, right, from air spectrum to coals to what is in the underground as well. After having stolen it all, now using liquor again and getting this kind of money. So I'm amused at the answer given by Ms. Paul, who talks about electoral bonds, which actually have a digital print, footprint, and which are forensically detected, and which go through the money, the banking system, comparing that with 350 plus crores of cash in almirahs, stashes and stashes, unaccounted for in the MP house. I mean, such is the level of brazenness and complete shamelessness.
Okay.
And then to rub salt on the wounds of common people, poor people of India. You will ask them for money. I mean, it's a height. It's really something, I marvel at the audacity, at the brazenness and the utter shamelessness of this party. I mean, how low will they fall? How much will they cheat and loot and plunder and think they'll keep getting away with it?
No, but if they
I mean,
get
they really
money
have to
through
have
this
a hope.
crowdfunding, Shazia, I get your
They
point.
really must
You're
think.
linking the image of the Congress and Congress governments with corruption with this crowdfunding exercise. But if the public
It is a
was to
Congress
willfully
MP.
donate, if
It
the
is a
public was
Congress
to
MP. No, I'm not
willfully
linking.
donate, then
I'm
that's
not
not
linking.
corrupt.
It's a link. I'm not linking. No, I'm not linking. I want to correct you. I'm not linking the two. There is a link. He is a Congress Rajya Sabha MP whose brother was a Lok Sabha MP from Ranchi. So I'm not linking it. They're linked. They're from Congress.
No, okay,
Look,
I
this
get
is
that
Congress
point.
money.
My point
Black
is that
money.
there is a larger issue
The loot.
of perception of the Congress party that has been in power the most, Sujata Paul. For 60 years out of 75 years of independence, it's been virtually Congress rule. How can Congress now convince the public that suddenly 10 years out of power, and that too just from the center, not in states. In states you've had governments, you've gone so bankrupt that you need crowdfunding to run your election campaign next year?
Certainly, we haven't collected money like the BJP has and built lavish offices all over the country. Just think of the amount of wastage that they have indulged in. How much of money is there in the electoral bonds and who is giving them that money? Nobody will ever know. From where money comes into PM Cares Fund, nobody ever knows. However, let me show you.
No answer. Loot का क्या किया भाई? क्या हुआ loot का पैसा? Lutiers loot. Lutiers loot. कहाँ गई भाई? कहाँ गया पैसा?
From where this money
Where's the Lutiers loot, ma'am? Where is Lutiers loot?
Okay, one by one. Let Sujata finish, please.
No, Miss Paul, no answer.
No, you will not answer.
Loot is, not to be found.
But because it was
No,
recovered,
there are more stashes of cash to be found.
We will not talk about it here.
Miss Paul,
Here
Miss
we have
Paul,
to-
very sad. You
In
don't
between,
fool the
there is
people.
something wrong
And
with your brain.
this
Something
is
wrong with your
thinking
brain.
that everybody is a fool who will just watch your corruption.
Okay, one second, let me come in. Shazia, let her finish. Shazia, let her
This
finish.
kind
Let her
of
finish. I want to
corruption is
listen to
vulgar.
what Sujata Paul is saying. Her voice is breaking when somebody is speaking over her. Yes, Sujata Paul.
Yes.
My question to you is this. You keep raising, the Congress party keeps raising the issue of transparency in electoral funding. Now, can you tell our viewers exactly how transparent will these donations be? You want to know who donates to BJP via electoral bonds. Should the public not then ask of the list of donations that you get or the people who donate to you through a crowdfunding?
Certainly, and whoever is going to be donating, these are all going to be as per the laws of this country. We're not running away from that. In fact, whoever is donating, that person is going to be getting a certificate as well. So we can't be hiding anything. And the entire list obviously will be in our account books. We are not going to be hiding from anything. We don't hide. The fact is that when we are collecting money, why is the BJP so perturbed? When they are collecting money, it's okay. And they'll tangentially
No,
find
we're not perturbed. We are very amused that after looting the people, you want to loot them more. We are very amused. BJP is extremely amused at the vulgar brazenness of your party, which loots the money so shamelessly for the dynasty and keeps on wanting to more.
Okay, one second. Shazia, I'll give you an opportunity. Just hold on. Let her finish. Shazia, I'll come to you. Yes, Sujata Paul, please finish.
She keeps speaking out of turn.
I'm giving you 30 seconds.
So the fact is that when you're talking about the money which has been recovered from someone, that should also be in the public domain as far as the Congress party is concerned. Shivani, when you are giving certificates to people, people are going to, if they give large amounts of money, obviously they are going to be asking for some benefits also. So we are going to look into all that. But the point is that why should that be a problem? Of course we don't have money. Of course we are short on money. We haven't been collecting money for ourselves. We haven't been collecting money the way the BJP has managed to collect after coming into power, after bringing in electoral funds and making them so...
No, I want to take exactly that point to Shazia Ilmi. You know, the Congress also is driving a message here.
I think 6 times over.
Shazia, one second. The Congress is also driving a message here.
That
One second,
she's
listen
right.
to my
No,
question.
I just want to finish.
Yeah.
I want to finish saying...
Go ahead.
No, I want to comment on what she said. She said it's all in the public domain, Shivani. Yes, it is in the public domain. It is indelibly printed. The memory, the visual memory of these stashes and mountains of cash stashes in the almiras, in the entire room is indelibly printed, is totally in the public domain, will remain so.
Okay.
Just like the memory of all the scams
Okay,
that
fair
Congress
enough. But
party
the
has
question
indulged
is
in,
that,
and being the
we are going
Gangotri
into
of corruption.
2024 on a completely different wicket. BJP versus Congress. Congress is no longer the larger than life, dominating party of the country. The BJP has taken that position. And the Congress is also driving a message that, see, the BJP is largely funded. It gets funds through electoral bonds. Nobody else is getting funded since Modi came to power. And we have to do this in a very, transparent manner, in an honest manner. We have to come to you for our party funding. They're driving a message that if political parties have to compete against the BJP today, this is what they have to resort to. And there's no shame in it.
Yeah, but asking people for donations when you've been such a corrupt party, when you have been asking for donations for dynasty for years, when you have looted all, and which is when you're known for zero governance, maximum corruption, and also going to the people and asking for money, what kind of a sham is it? And imagine this one donation on one side and Dheeraj Sahu's ill-begotten loot on the other. Who will believe you? Who will believe you? My dear friend, who will believe you? Look at the two pictures. You begging for alms and cash on the one hand, and then Dheeraj Sahu's 350 crore plus. I mean, who will believe you? Tell me.
Can you please speak one by one? Both of you, please.
1,000
Shazia, let me finish for 30 seconds.
Come on.
I don't want you to speaking over each other. Then neither of you will be audible. Sujata Paul, please hold your horses for 30 seconds. Shazia, please finish. I have limited time. I'm running out of time. Shazia.
I'm saying my simple point is, which is exactly the topic of the discussion, that on one hand, Congress is saying, oh, donate for the country. I see that. So imagine this picture and imagine the another picture that is just there adjacent to it, parallel, is running in parallel tracks in people's minds about stashes and stashes of wealth, ill-begotten wealth, black money, Dheeraj Sahu, Congress MP, right there, and the other side, give us some money.
Okay.
Who will believe?
Okay, let's leave it to the public court. Let's leave it to the public court. Ultimately, the proof will be in the eating of the pudding. We've run out of time. I do thank both Shazia Ilmi and Sujata Paul for joining us. How successful can this campaign be? That will be a marker of how many people trust the Congress party with those funds.